Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here. We're in nature. Breathing in that beautiful prana, baby. 7 super steps to be super awesome. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Wait a minute. Ralph, are you trying to tell me I'm not awesome already? Are you trying to diss me? Absolutely not. You are awesome. But do you know it? Right? Because to be awesome, all you have to really do is just, be yourself. But even when you are that, there is super awesome. And then super, super awesome. And then super, super, super awesome. And then super, 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 super awesome. And then super, you get my drift. Can I get a hello there? Since it's the 7-day vegan challenge and lots of people are always posting photos of delicious smoothies and not sharing it with us, the cat down the road is getting jealous, right? Hey, 7-day vegan challenge. What do most people carry in their back pockets, right? Probably a wallet, probably some naked pictures, probably a pen, probably some dice. I don't know what you carry in your back pocket. I know what I do though, right? What do I carry? Always with me. Most times, if I can get it in there, some blueberries, right? Now, these are packed full of vitamin C, high amount of antioxidants, right? This is a superfood, and this will make you super awesome, right? When you eat as well as you dress, you become super awesome. Slow motion with the blueberries in my hand. When you eat as well as you dress, you become awesome. So a story for you. I used to know someone who was a very lavish person, right? They would buy the most expensive shoes and drive a very expensive car. And one day I saw them, they had a really greasy hamburger in their hand. And they were wearing a suit. They were driving their car. And I'm like, dude, why don't you eat something that complements your car? Because it's a real sexy car. And the guy's like, dude, ain't nobody got money for that. I'm like, dude, you just spent thousands on a car. And he's like, oh yeah, can I get a hello? When you eat as well as you dress, great things happen, right? I don't play around when it comes to eating good. You're gonna find me in Whole Foods in aisle number 5 where the chia seeds are, the hemp seeds, right? The basket's gonna be filled to the brim. Can I get a hello there? Got the acai out, right? So health is wealth. And a lot of us, we don't realize that. A lot of people say, I don't really have to spend a lot on food because it's too expensive. That's what you say with your Louis V bag, right? Can I get a hello there? But really and truly, what's helped me along my journey is realizing that our body is a vehicle. And any vehicle needs the right fuel. So ask yourself for the 7-day vegan challenge, what are you eating that's driving you to the next level? Slow motion. What are you eating that's driving you to the next level, right? What are you eating that's driving you to the next level? That is the super step to be super awesome. What's number 2? I tweeted today, I learn from everything and everyone, and everything and everyone is my teacher. Can I get a hello there? A lot of people say, Ralph, you know a lot. I say, I say, really? I know about this much, probably about this much. It's getting smaller, right? Probably about that. Nothing. But I know a little bit about how much I know nothing about. Right? I am an eternal student. I'm always hungry for information. I'm always seeking out new experiences, places, and faces. So when I come up to you like, teach me, don't be surprised. Can I get a hello there? Right? Because if truth be told, right, we are expanding. Infinite Waters is growing larger and larger. And a lot of people I connect with, sometimes I see people on the beach, they say, oh, Infinite Waters. And they drop knowledge bombs on me. I'm like, what? You ain't got a YouTube channel? Goodness gracious, right? Because I learned from the cat down the road. Teaches me so much. I learned from the postman, right? The woman in the beauty salon, right? Doing the nails. I learned from everybody and everything. I learned from the ocean. I get schooled by trees, for goodness sakes. Can I get a hello there? And that's why I'm wise, right? Because, hey, it all starts with realizing that there is so much more to learn. The moment you say, I know everything, that's when you stop learning. Me? I know nothing. Can I get a hello there? Right? What's number 3? Super step to be super awesome is what we call adaptability. Meeting people where they are, right? So along my journey, I share lots of amazing, crazy, weird, confusing information, right? Not in that order though, right? And I'm meeting people where they are. Now, a lot of people, they want to tell people things. They want to tell people what to do with their lives, right? And that's why I always say, this is what's helped me along my journey, because I don't want to be responsible for your life. Can I get a hello there? Right? This is my personal story of what's helped me. It may not help you, right? But it probably will. Adaptability is realizing everybody is evolving at different times, in different ways, and are at different levels. So a lot of the times when I'm out and about, I see people and I don't have to go into a full in-depth conversation about what's taking place in the world. No, a lot of the times it's just, what's up? What's up? See ya. Great day today, right? It's not everyone who you have to dive deep with. Look, lots of us, we got family, we got friends, and you want to start showing them zeitgeists. You want to start showing them about the flat earth theory and what's happening in the world with food. A lot of it's overload for them, right? They're like, huh? You see, you got to meet people where they are. Talk to people at their wavelength. You see, what's helped me along my journey is becoming a lighthouse, right? I don't want anybody to listen to what I'm saying, only if it resonates with you. And that's why it's always a choice of clicking on one of my videos. You don't have to do it, but you're gonna do it. Why? Because of the cat down the road. Can I get a hello there? Adaptability is realizing, look, when people are ready, people will come to you for the information, right? Because lots of people write to me saying that I want to help my mum wake up to the truth about the world, and my mum thinks I need help, right? Don't worry, she will be asking you, but only once you just pull back. Don't worry about it. Become a lighthouse so people see your shine. They get inspired because you are now a living example of what you're talking about. That was a quick one, right? Slow motion, slow one. Number 4, super step to become super awesome is what I call the signature. Now, lots of people write to me saying, gosh, Ralph, how did you connect with so many people worldwide? And I say, look, like we said, first they call you crazy, then you're a genius. What is your signature? That's how to become super awesome. It's really when you move more into your authenticity. You don't want to follow a trend. Look, we don't follow trends. We create them. Can I get a hello there? But you see, look at it like this. Let's just say you see something that is very popular. You want to emulate it. You want to copy it because you feel you can have a similar success as they do. But it's not working for you. Why? Because you are now out of your element. You see, when you start getting into the signature, so a signature for me would be like, can I get a hello there? Just a bit louder than that, right? Or peace. That's a signature which brings you so much confidence because it's original, right? When you are original, you become successful in whatever you do. Your job, your food, your lifestyle, your relationship. Originality is key. Originality is everything, right? You don't want to die a copy. Trust me, it's not fun. Can I get a hello? Number 5 is do something you've never done before. Do something you've never done before. So what do I do, right? What's helped me along my journey is realizing this. Look, if I don't usually talk to a kind of person, I'm going to say, hi, my name is. No, that's not an Eminem song. I did that before. It's like, what's up, Slim? Can I get a hello there? You gotta learn how to push yourself, right? Past your boundaries of limitation. Push yourself to the extreme sometimes. Something that's going to knock you out of your comfort zone, right? Because that creates new neural pathways within your brain. In layman's terms, you become smarter, wiser, right? More clarity. Your life becomes more fulfilling. Only because you're having a totally new experience. So you get a new brain with it. Neuroplasticity. But if you keep doing the same thing, the same routine, the same job, the same food, you get stuck in a limited experience. No slow motion for that, right? So be brave to explore the new and not get caught up in the old. Number 6. Now, where should we start? A lot of people say, gosh, Ralph, I want to start a business. I have a vision to share with the world. And they just say that. They never do anything about it, right? So it works like this. Don't just tell me what you're going to do. I say it's like this. This is what's helped me. I work on the weekends and in the summer, and I take the rest of the year off. Huh? What do I mean by that? That's a super step to become super awesome. Work on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, and in the summer when it's really hot and everyone's having a great time, and then take the rest of the year off. Huh? Yeah, because you see, if you want to make and materialize your vision, that's a metaphor, by the way. You got to be prepared to work when everybody is sleeping and eating popcorn. And then party when everyone's going to work. Can I get a hello there? It does wonders, right? You got to be prepared to ask yourself, how bad do I want it? Because you see, sometimes you may be really creative on a Saturday, when everyone's going to the beach, right? I travel all around the world. I'm in California right now. And a lot of the time, it's super hot. People are saying, Ralph, come to Malibu. A lot of the times I go, but sometimes when I don't, I'm like, let me just make this video first, right? Because it will give me so much more back in return. And then we have the Malibu party, right? Which you're invited to, by the way, right? So a lot of the times you got to have priorities. A lot of us, we got priorities, but what is your priority? Right? When you are prepared to work in the summer, when it's hot, it's carnival time, right? That means you can definitely work when you're freezing your butt off. You develop more consistency, more commitment, more obedience, more control, more passion, more what else? Cat down the road, what else? More fun. Can I get a hello there? Ultimately, that's what it's all about, having fun. And when you do what you love, you do it every day, right? I share every day because I can. I got the energy to do it, right? I used to visit people in hospitals saying their last words. They would have given everything to be where I am right now. So I'm not going to misuse this opportunity I have created connecting with millions of people and inspiring them to eat blueberries. No, that's definitely not gonna happen. Number 7, right? Super step to become super awesome, which you already are awesome, but super awesome, okay, you get it, right? Is what I call left hand, right hand. I'm gonna actually do a whole video on left hand, right hand, because I use this a lot, right? And it's always about being unpredictable, right? A lot of the times, you might see Ralph Smart in some jogging bottoms, right? And then you might see Ralph Smart in a suit. You might see Ralph Smart in a Ford. And then you might see Ralph Smart in a Ferrari. You might see Ralph Smart making a 2-minute video. And then you might see Ralph Smart making what's the longest video I've made? Like 33 minutes? Probably longer than that, right? Yeah, really long videos, all right? A lot of my videos are over 20 minutes, right? But at the same time, I give a lot of short ones too. That's left hand, right hand, right? Coming from both angles. What another example of left hand, right hand to become super awesome is what we call versatility, right? Active versatility. What is that, right? I just made that up, by the way. Sounds good though, right? Can I get a hello there? Right now, active versatility is where you're able to come from both angles. So I'll give you an example. I made a video called How to Stop Absorbing Other People's Energy. 24 minutes, went viral. Crazy video, right? Very long video, but a lot of people watched it because it had great information. And then I made a video called How to Clear Your Mind in 60 Seconds. So we went from 24 minutes with a great message to 60 seconds in a great message. We're now using left hand, right hand. A better example. I made a video called What Marijuana Does to the Body and Mind, right? Then I did one called How to Love Yourself. So it's so versatile, the angles we're coming from. And that means we reach all people at all levels, at all places, and we see all faces, right? Left hand, right hand. You never know what I'm gonna do next, do you? No, I didn't do Can I Get a Hello There? Can I get a hello there? I did now. So there you have it. Have a beautiful day. We're out here. Woo! Breathing in that beautiful prana. Can you hear the dogs barking? They're happy. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. You get my drift. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy.